coin exhibition session as well. Now I would request Fayaz Ahmed, he's from Minhaj University Law, to please present his paper.
In the name of Allah, who is the most kind and the most merciful, Assalamu alaikum. First of all, I would like to thank the Minhaj University and the management of the conference who gave me the rare opportunity to present my paper on this particular topic, the financial permanency of firms in emerging economy, a comparative study of financial institutions of Pakistan. Basically, in this study, we try to measure the strongness and the financial stability of financial institutions of Pakistan, because the financial institution of any country, the backbone of every country basically. Without the financial institution, the country never survive. Financial institutions play a very vital role in the development and the growth of the country, especially in the emerging nations. In the world, there are 1.3 trillion resources of Islamic banks in 2012, with developing piece of 15% every year. According to the State Bank, is almost 13% and is railed upon to the develop till 20% by the 2020. The assets of the Islamic Bank will be developed to 2020, will be 20% in the world ranking. So we further, according to OCHIV, listed the financial instability, the financial distress level of the banks into three categories. Basically, the event-oriented financial distress, the process-oriented financial distress, and the technical financial distress, basically. The first type of financial distress is basically midway between the distress is as an intermediate state, because the firm is not able to pay its financial obligation. And the second one is identification of distress indicators through reviewing the literature been given in the different articles or the books. Basically, we have four main objectives of this study: to investigate the financial longevity of the financial institution, measure the financial level, because we want to know basically how the financial institution in the standing in the financial distress level, and how the permanent the financial institution of Pakistan in their financial level. So that's why we have applied the renowned model, that is Altman Z-score 1968 model, to measure the financial soundness of the financial institution of Pakistan. So we addressed four questions in this study, in the findings. There is the literature. The first time in 1930s, the topic financial distress come into discussion of the scholar. The financial distress of the institution was start research in 1930s. So in 1968, the first multivariate tool functional to financial instability forecast, the Beaver's model, a multiple discriminant analysis. So in recent years, lots of scholars have used this model, and lots of studies are given in the literature. So we directly move to, due to the short of the time, we directly move to the methodology. In this study, we use the data of 2013 till 2018 of the Islamic banks and the commercial interest-based Bank of Pakistan and the Mudarba companies as well. In the sample, we have full-fledged 5 Islamic banks of Pakistan, 20 Mudarba companies of Pakistan, and the 18 interest-based banks that are working in the Pakistan. And we have measured the Z-score model of all the firms. And we collected the data from the annual report, State Bank of Pakistan, publication, and the SECP as well. So basically, we have this model here. This model basically consists of 5 types of ratios: liquidity ratios, profitability ratios, leverage, solvency, and the activity ratios. So there is the criteria for the firm's success. If the Z-score of firm is greater than 2.7, so we consider the firm as success zone. If the firm has Z-score of 1.8, the firm is in distress. Or if the Z-score of a firm is in between 1.8 to 2.7, the firm is not in the distress or not in the success zone. So we have the descriptive statistic of the Mudarba companies of Pakistan. Here you can see the mean and the median value of the Mudarba companies of Pakistan. You can see that the mean of the Mudarba company is, average mean is 3.28, and the median is 1.297. So there is a difference between the mean and the median, and the maximum value of the Z-score is 23.30. As you see that on the slides, so we have the descriptive statistic of the Islamic banks of Pakistan, followed by the descriptive statistic of the interest-based Bank of Pakistan. After that, we have the correlation analysis of the Mudarba Z-score of the Mudarba companies of Pakistan, correlation analysis of Islamic banks of Pakistan, and the correlation analysis of interest base of Pakistan that are working in the Pakistan. So we have the individual Z-score value of the every firm followed by the period 2013 2018, the Islamic banks, and the interest-based banks of the Pakistan. So the thing is to know is basically none of Islamic bank has qualified for the success zone of the Z-score, and none of the Islamic interest-based bank, only a single bank has qualified for the Z-score criteria. Out of 18, 17 banks are in financial distress. And when we discuss about the Mudarba companies of Pakistan, almost 50% of the Mudarba company has qualified for the Z-score success zone criteria. So here we have the conclusion. As I already discussed, only 50% of the Mudarba company has qualified the Z-score, and the rest of 50% firms are in the distress zone. And the Islamic banks of Pakistan have all the Islamic banks are in the distress. None of the single Islamic bank has qualified for the Z-score criteria. And on the other hand, the interest-based bank, only single bank has qualified for the Z-score criteria for the success zone. None of the interest-based bank has qualified for the Z-score success zone criteria. So we have the limitation of the study. In this study, we have just used the Islamic banks, interest-based bank, and the Mudarba company, and we just use the fixed phase data. The study will be further extended to use the data of the more data, the more firms in the sample. So this is all from my side. Thank you so much.